Check 1, 2. What is up? Let me know if you can hear me right now. If you can hear me, please let me know. Let me know right now. So, guys, what is today's topic? Today's topic is intelligence and wisdom. And I want to propose to you something a little different than what you might have heard before about intelligence. It's not, society likes to present intelligence as sort of this acquiring of more knowledge, like knowing more things, like facts about geography or whatever country or whatever thing that's happening in society right now, the news. So it's sort of this passive concept of intelligence where you go to school, you learn what your parents teach you, what your teachers teach you. You learn how to write nice essays and stuff like that, which sure could help with becoming more knowledgeable and stuff like that. But I think knowledgeable does not necessarily mean that you are quote unquote more intelligent. Not that I am the most intelligent person. Far from that. I think you can always develop more. But so this video is just kind of like to sort of give you a personal point of view on what I think how we should develop our own knowledge and intelligence and stuff like that. And I think it's something we have to consider because we gotta take sort of a critical stance of what's sort of the state of intelligence of the world right now, and how people determine it. And there are many facets to it. So the one common view of intelligence is that it's like the logical part of your brain. So it's like, oh well, I want to get XYZ results, so I'm gonna do XYZ. And or it's sort of like your capacity to use mathematics, reason, stuff like that. Which, this is a form of intelligence. But there's also one thing. What's up, Ben? And what is up, funny spaghetti? It's funny because it's funny spaghetti because I don't eat spaghetti much. I used to eat spaghetti like almost every day. Reading changed my life. Yes, it's one. Also, I'm gonna get into that very soon. But I was saying that intelligence is not just solely logical as well, like those there's some super logical people that are like really good at let's say engineering, mathematics, and you might think that those people are very intelligent and smart. And some of those super legit logical people, they just dismiss everything that's a little more, let's say, artistic, intuitive, spiritual even. And it's kind of like their concept of intelligence is very sort of set in stone into the logical, rational world. And that can become a problem because then you limit yourself to developing the other side of your brain. Like there's the left, right side of the brain. And I think to develop, the most intelligence as possible as a human being is, you gotta go back and forth between the creative side and also the logical side. It's not just getting stuck in the logical shit, So what I want to suggest to you is, Robert Greene, he called it in his book Mastery, he called it, there's different forms of intelligence that he explained. And the ultimate form of intelligence, he called it sort of the dimensional mind, where you fuse your intuition, your sort of childlike spirit, your curiosity for life, your inspiration for life, your passion for life, and you combine it with your logical mind and your sort of hours of practice that you put into your work, And I think this is something that many people fail to do. Either, you've got like the two extremes of like sort of the artist that doesn't want to learn about business, doesn't want to learn about anything else. I just want to do my art, man. And then they become starving artists. And I was heading down that path. So I'm like, fuck this. I got to turn that into monetization. Or you've got the other, the other like crazy academics that are sort of stuck in their sort of books and theory and stuff like that. So I wrote like a shitload of stuff about that. Like it's like yeah. So knowledge alone, reading a bunch of books, that's not enough to really develop true intelligence, because knowledge is sort of the passive absorption of what's already out there. But I think that the problem with taking knowledge that way is that you become sort of you take the knowledge in without your own sort of creative input, your sort of authenticity, So like this guy Past Guru asking about like picking up girls. Well, you can apply that to also seduction, or you can apply this concept to anything else. There's those people that just kind of watch those videos. Let's say the videos that I make. Those POV videos, like, oh yeah, picking up girls, holy shit, going to festivals, so fun, and then you just kind of passively watch it. Maybe you watch my video on how to pick up girls or whatever, and then you just kind of like passively get that knowledge in, but you don't go out and implement it. So it's kind of this, this sort of this notion of knowledge, I think, is not good enough. Just acquiring more knowledge is not going to do anything if you don't apply it. So then this leads to my next point, which is crucial as hell, by the way, which is to develop wisdom. So what is wisdom? I think wisdom comes with a lot of life experience of applying the knowledge that you've acquired through your life. It's why older people, let's say someone who's 85 years old, who's lived an entire life, and tells you right now, you gotta follow your dreams, you gotta follow your heart and what truly matters to you. Or you hear that same exact advice from, let's say, a 17-year-old kid that college, like, yeah, I want to follow my dreams. I think everyone should follow their dreams. Obviously, the guy who's 85 is gonna have a lot more impact just because he's got all this knowledge, and like, not this knowledge, but it's like life experience to back up his claim. So I think wisdom comes from life experience. So it's you gotta get some knowledge, about whatever you want to get better at. Okay, you want to get better with girls, you want to get better at personal development. You acquire all this knowledge, all this crazy shit, and then you apply it, and through sort of this feedback loop with reality and your initial knowledge, you get sort of a you get sort of this all the ingredients of the cake, and then that cake becomes wisdom. And that's what I think everyone should strive to become. Everyone should strive to be, because most people, they either get like one part of it right and then the rest wrong, or like they only focus on knowledge, only focus on real life experience. And there are two problems. The one problem that you can get is that you become this theory nerd. Wait, what did I write here? The theory nerd, like the theory junkie, where you fail to see the gap between the knowledge and the life experience. You just get stuck on the knowledge and you never apply it. On the other hand, you've got the typical sort of like old, like elderly person that's like 65, that's like all about life experience, but like never throughout their life have they ever stopped to question their 9-to-5 job, or to question, their life decisions, and they become really hardened. So then, yeah, they have, I guess, more wisdom, but their wisdom is sort of lacking in substance, because they haven't sort of applied the knowledge to self-correct throughout their life, So then it's sort of a balance in between. So let me read you guys' comments right now. Reading changed my life. Hell yeah, you gotta read every single day, guys. Because every single time I comment on your live stream, you start talking about spaghetti. Well, that's your name, man. What do you expect? Yeah. It's been months since I last eaten any spaghettis as well. What if that passion for life is hate? Damn. Well, yeah, sometimes when you gotta grow yourself, sometimes the first emotion that you'll experience that motivates you towards seeking those type of videos, seeking those types of channels, is you're highly dissatisfied with your life, frustration, hate. And then the first thing that's the first emotion that turns you on, like, fuck, I want to do something with my life right now. So then, you know what, go ahead. And like, it can be a starting point, but I don't think it should be an end point. So, if you're very frustrated with, let's say, your relationship or your friendships or your job or your financial situation, whatever it is, like, use that hate and passion to move forward. So I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing. Do you hook up with girls just for videos or also because you like it? What kind of question is that? Of course I like it. Hate can't be a passion. Hate for government, etc. Yeah, I guess we can have some sort of I think hate is it can be a valid, it is a valid emotion. No emotion should be rejected ever, I think. But I think, we can integrate this sort of anger and sort of re-accept it, but also listen to the message that anger is having. There's definitely a message behind that hate. It's probably because maybe you felt powerless, maybe you felt like you've been wronged before. So then that's why you think that maybe that's why you feel that hate for the government, or and usually the hate. Sorry, guys. Choke on myself. The hate that you have for, let's say, authorities and stuff like that. I've learned. I don't remember from which book, but it comes from how your relationship with your parents. Actually, the way that you were raised and stuff like that, often it determines a relationship with authority. So if you despised your parents for giving you no freedom at all as an authority, then when you get to your next job and your boss is sort of mirroring this type of dynamic that you have with your family, you're also going to feel this. You're also going to feel triggered the same way, and the government might be doing the same thing. So that may be something interesting to dive into. Maybe you can ask, hey, was this dynamic that, this hate for society and stuff like that, and a hate for egos and stuff like that of our society, well, was that replicated anywhere else but society? Maybe in your friendships, maybe with your family and stuff like that. And this sort of when you grow in your personal development, you acquire some knowledge about other people, sort of in your direct experience, and you realize, some people kind of suck and shit like that. Then you might start developing this type of resentment, hate, because you realize, whoa, man, people are so unconscious, people are so stupid and stuff like that. And I think that's definitely the first step. Is sort of breaking the naive perspective of life of like, everyone is so nice. You realize, holy shit, the world isn't that nice all the time. And from there, obviously, you want to sort of once you move to the next level, then you understand, what, that's just how people are, that's just how society is, let's just accept it and roll with the punches. All right, so that might be the next step. There's no goal in life, no general goal to destroy evil. That would be an interesting goal, though. I don't think you can ever destroy evil. I think evil will always be part of us. I think the duality of good and evil is sort of, we've especially through religion and whatever society and all the rules we've imposed, we sort of create this imaginary evil or actual literal evil. Like, we create this evil because we want more order in the world. We just kind of want something to fight against, and I think there will always be evil, and it's just a matter of I guess we can minimize that evil, but at the same time, it's like evil will always be there. So I think before we try to destroy evil in other people, I think we should look into ourselves first and see, well, where am I being evil, and where am I being unconscious? Because probably there's already so much unconsciousness in ourselves already to start with, and just self-actualizing ourselves, it's already so much work, so much effort. We should start with ourselves first, because it's already so hard to change somebody else. So why not use that knowledge, wisdom, intelligence, to work on ourselves? So that's what I think. Go smoke some weed and chill. So destroy evil with hate is your yeah. Yeah, I like you guys are like having like this cool conversation right here. It's pretty cool. You're smoking some weed right now. Hey, what should I do? I want to earn money as 14. Can you help? Well, as 14. I don't even like in my country. It's not even legal to to make money at to have a job at 14. But you can start you can do like a mowing the lawn business, or you can start little things, and it's a great time to get started with whatever you have around your house. And what you can exchange for money is services. You don't need any sort of capital to start offering value to the world. For example, my videos right now, I didn't need any sort of I need to buy a camera, yes, but I didn't really need anything else sort of monetary to start. Just with your voice, just with your hands, just with your body, you can make something. You can offer something to the world just with your voice, your ideas, your mind, and just with that you can make money. And I think all of us should strive towards that, is to offer value to the world. By whatever means you want to offer value with. But yeah, I think we should do that. I had too much life experience, not enough theory. That's that could be a trap that some people fall into. But I'd say the opposite is more the case, especially in personal development, where some people, they're just life experience is already scary enough. Sitting down and reading a book, so that's it's can be a little tedious at times, but like the life experience is the hardest part to get. So yeah, I'd say for your case, just read a few more books, um take the time to reflect, and yeah. What's up, Sanguine Smooth? Howdy, Sheeptopia. Is your accent Ukrainian? No, not at all. What, Ukrainian? No, I'm from Quebec, Canada. So super French. Trade the word evil into ignorance. To me, ignorance is evil. Yeah, that would make sense. That would make total sense. Um, well, if ignorance is evil, then it's a massive paradox. Because when you develop certain start reading more books, acquiring more knowledge, more life experience, acquiring more life experience, stuff like that. And you develop all facets of your intelligence, creative, logical, and all this stuff. You realize at a point that it's sort of this Einstein effect, that you learn so much about a specific topic that at some point you realize there's so much to learn. I will never learn it all, ever. And you realize how ignorant you are of the world, even though you're ignorant, but you're probably way less ignorant than the majority. Especially you guys that been probably around in personal development for a little bit. And then you realize, holy shit, I don't know anything. And it's sort of this advanced problem of like this conscious ignorance. When you start in whatever domain of life, you get better with girls, acquire competence, whatever, then you sort of got this unconscious incompetence. You don't even know that you suck. That's the worst. You don't even know that you're ignorant. It's like unconscious ignorance. And then the next step is sort of like conscious ignorance. So then you know that you don't know. But in knowing that But in knowing that you don't know, eventually it's like you know. So I don't know what I'm saying, but I think we'll always be ignorant of like many, like there's so much things to learn about life, whatever. But if we can just accept that and keep learning anyways, then I think that's the best way to go. Are you rich? Hell the fuck no, I'm not rich. I'm living almost minimum wage right now, full-time job, and I'm squeezing in every single minute that I have free time to work on this channel. And I'm trying to have a life, even though sometimes it's a little difficult. But with my introvert self, but no, I'm definitely not rich. And you do not need to be rich to do personal development or to pick up girls or whatever. You don't need to be rich. So how's life? Well, KY Barra. Life is not bad. Life is not bad. Like I just found an opportunity for this new job. My older sister, she might try to get me in this new place that's getting paid more. So that means that if I'm getting paid more, I can cut my hours and I can spend more time with those videos. So hopefully I'll be able to release, let's say, 3 videos per week instead of just 2. And life is not too bad. Let me know how your life goes. People worry about what could happen if they travel to the past and change something small and the consequences, but never think about changing something small in the... What the fuck? Someone just texted me and I'm like, oh, what the fuck, man? It's my fucking oh, my stupid friend like texting me racist jokes because I'm black. I'm not black, but yeah, people worry about what could happen if they travel to the past and change but never think about changing something small in the present to change the future. Yeah, well, this is like nugget of wisdom right here. Like this should be like quoted, you know what I mean? Should be put like in a book or something. And it's true. People linger about small things in the past, how they could have fixed it, how they could have become better. Oh, if only I would have done this X, Y, Z. And this sort of clinging to the past stops us from moving into the present moment, forward into the future, and really creating new memories, creating new opportunities, creating new dreams, creating new amazing things out of life. And we're just stuck in the past. And we sort of, and most people, they sort of develop a fixed mindset about the past, and they take the past as absolute. The past is themselves. They think it's themselves, and they develop an entire identity out of it. And breaking out of this identity, I think, is at the core of personal development. And by the way, there's going to be a new video, I think this Friday, about breaking out of your identity and stuff like that. I think you guys are going to like it. And we gotta move past the past. Whatever goals you guys have right now, let me know in the comments. I'm just curious to know. Is the past holding you back right now from achieving that goal? Is the past your past identity? Maybe you were bullied when you were younger. Maybe you were never good with girls. Maybe you never had money. Maybe you never had friends, whatever it is. And you think your entire past life was just shit. And then now, this sort of like, let's say you're, let's say you're 18 years old. So for 18 years, you had this sort of belief. So then why would you, what would make you believe that the next day it would be any different from the 18 past years you were alive, right? It's extremely difficult to change, but I think we all got to strive for that change. We can't just stay stuck in the past. And this is where the topic of wisdom intelligence comes in, where you develop, you get more knowledge, you get more intelligence, so then you get out there, acquire life experience that's different from the past, and then you acquire wisdom that you acquire every single step of the way, and then you keep going like that, ad infinitum until you die, and then you become this crazy guru, like a sad guru, Eckhart Tolle, Osho type of like enlightened motherfucker. And I hope someday I'll be something like that. Yeah. Are you tall? No, I'm about the average height for average human being, average man. I think it's 5'9.5". Is that it? Average height? I think that's the average height in America, and I'm 5'9.5". So I'm like average. Bonjour, ma frère. Bonjour, mon frère Lucas Hoffman. Acquire more life experience. I like that quote. Yeah. Well, it's pretty basic. I think we should all do that. Say ni grow. Oh, what a guy. I'm gonna start using that. Hey, has your knee grown lately? As an individual who is interested in making videos within the same in general as you, what would be some advice? My advice would be, instead of being interested in making videos, make videos. That's it. It's like 99% of people, they just want to have, something interesting in. If you look in, let's say, the consulting business of whatever consulting you want, let's say it's business consulting, relationship consulting. People, like, they know what they gotta do. They already know what they gotta do. They just gotta fucking do it. And the thing is, like, they just want permission to do it. So then they'll book, let's say, $120 call with a coach. And, some of you guys might even do that with me. Like, hey, I have this idea, to grow my life. Should I do it? Hey, I want to pursue this passion. Should I do it? And like some people will pay like thousands of dollars to a coach to ask those questions, and they'll just say yes. Just give them permission. And because they've invested like $1,000 into that, then like, oh, all right, well, let's do it now. But like, you should have just said yes to yourself. They're like most people. It's just, you gotta say yes to yourself. So it's not about there's no advice. Like, it's just, you gotta do. You have probably enough advice already. You probably know what to do. I talked about intelligence being multifaceted. That it's not just the theory, but also the intuition and the emotion behind it. Like, intuitively, you probably know. You like, trust in your sort of gut intelligence that you got this voice inside of you. And many people, they disregard the voice inside of them. It's like, oh, well, this little child in me telling me I want to be an actor. I don't see how that could be possible. Sorry, guys. I don't see how that could be possible, how I could do it. So, no, that's just stupid. No, that's not stupid. That is just another form of intelligence inside of you that you just repressed. It's like this sort of like little child inside of you. This like, it's telling, yo, you just do it. You're just gonna do it. That's it. There's literally no concept. There's no logic way to reason with your inner child. It's like, that's just what your inner child is telling you to do. It's like, there's no analysis to be done, no rationalizing to be done, no advice. It's like, just pick a camera right now, and if you have a phone, Gemini Genie, then you already have enough. Just get started. So get started. I'll literally subscribe to you right now. So then when you upload your video, I'll be able to watch it and I'll support you. So just do it. Well, your past partly defines you, and maybe people are not that pleased with what they got to. But forget that the past does not define you 100%, and you can always change yourself in the present. Yeah. Well, you got to learn from past mistakes, obviously. So it's sort of, everything in your personal development is a massive paradox. So then when you want to grow your life, you want to grow a business, you want to grow in confidence, you want to grow in seduction skills and getting more girls, because, I know many of you guys are little perverts that just want to get laid a lot. But you gotta learn from your mistakes. You apply your skill, you grow yourself, you work on yourself in that area of life, you develop practical knowledge and then wisdom with life experience, and then you look into the past and you look, okay, this is what I fucked up, sort of rationally assess what you did right or wrong. Okay, now let's move to the present. So it's sort of this back and forth dynamic with the past and present. And I don't think you can ever just be present oriented. I made a video bashing, not bashing, but like, giving my input on the sort of living the present, Osho, not Eckhart Tolle mentality that, yeah, being in the present is good, but you also gotta sort of pragmatically look into the past and the future, so then you don't get lost in the past or whatever present, whatever shit. So, thoughts on Trump Putin summit? Um, no comments. I don't really follow politics right now, but honestly, I think Trump needs to read some personal development books. Needs to do some meditation. Like seriously, that's what I think. Yo, Ren Media, you have a fear. What do you mean fear? Of course. Well, isn't fear the most basic human emotion? Where when we get out of your mother's womb, like that's the first emotion you experience is fear. So, do I have a fear? It's like, no, I am fear. Like, I am born into fear. This is like the reality of being alive is fear, right? Just by existing, it's already like, yo, you could, I don't know, man, like you could drink, let's say, your roommate could have put some poison in your drink and you drink it and you die. You don't know. Or you could just walk down the street and get hit by a car. I don't know. So, what, I have a fear? Of course, I have a million fears. I'm afraid right now, probably. Kind of put on the spot with a camera. Obviously, this fear is not as big as the first time I was on camera. It's probably about like 1 to 5% the fear I once had, but it's still there. It never really goes away. I need to go get a camera now. Get a camera now. I think in some of my video descriptions I put my gear. I'm not sure though, but you definitely get a camera. Get started. Take action. In which city do you live? Montreal, Canada, Montreal. I'm going to bed now. It's 4 a.m. here. Holy shit! Don't forget to quote me. I'll try not to forget. What do you think about Trump? I think Trump needs personal development. How's your day going, bro? It's not bad. It's 8 p.m. right now. Kind of getting a little exhausted from work, but hey, I'm here, so that's what matters. Thanks for support. Kiss from friends all. Hey, William. I like watching your video to improve my English and so my self-development. Awesome. Man, I'm gonna post a video tomorrow. Awesome. Can't wait to see it. If you post it on Facebook, whatever, let me know. Love the hair, man. You're going for a caveman long hair look. Oh, what is that? No, definitely not. I actually cut my hair recently. It was longer where I had to keep a bun and shit, but now I thought it wasn't really practical, so I cut it down. Has it stopped for anyone else? Okay, it's back, lol. Thoughts on feminism? Ooh, feminism. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Where do I start with feminism? Holy shit. Well, feminism was amazing when it first emerged, for like the women's suffrage movement, getting more votes, and at the time where women were definitely more oppressed than now, like where they had many problems and societal problems that where men were just, stepping on top of women. I know throughout entire history, man, like millennials, centuries, like men were always stepping on top of women the entire time. And yeah, it does make a little bit of sense because, evolutionarily speaking, men were always more physically, they're more just physically strong because of, testosterone that just kind of like makes you grow a lot of more muscle and stuff like that. So, it's not this, I'm not saying that women are inherently inferior, definitely not. But I think that, just evolutionary speaking, it makes sense why men, were it's kind of like they were stepping on top of women, just because they thought they were the bosses, whatever, and they're just men are a bit more cold-hearted than women, and that that's why I guess throughout the millennials, men ended up on top. And then now with society and the feminism of like the 50s and the 60s, then eventually it became more equal. And I think that's a beautiful thing, because now we do, like, society has sort of this developed this more feminine side because of that. I don't know. Obviously I'm saying some just speaking on top of my head now, but I think yeah, there's definitely feminism nowadays. I think yeah, there are some valid points that they have, but I think it sometimes it goes a little too far. Obviously, feminism. You can be a feminist, and it's a wide spectrum. But I think the problem with the media, or like the memes on the internet and Reddit, is that they only show like the extreme of feminism. The feminazis and stuff like that, like the over the top feminists. But I'd say the majority of feminists are probably just like, like the typical, the random girl like you see like down the street, but she's like maybe like 20% feminist. And some men, probably many men, are like 10% feminist inside of them, even though they won't admit it. But like, hey, yeah, they do want women to be respected. They want women to have more rights. But I think the majority, we're just like healthy. We have a healthy dose of feminism, but I think when it goes to any whatever extreme you can go to, um, just too much is just too much. At some point. So whether it's for feminism, whether it's to be like a political right, political left, uh, what else? Uh, MGTOW, the pickup artist, like any type of movement or group, subculture. When you go one extreme too much, it's always bad. And nothing against feminism. There are many good things about it, but there's also many things that are just extreme. I don't have examples right now because I'm not really interested in like all their all their activities. But yeah, there's some things that are good, some things that are bad. I think we gotta keep an open mind. By the way, coming back to the topic of the live stream, if you want to develop sort of a critical, intelligent opinion about everything, and it's a don't just go on one extreme and like just go that extreme and close your mind off to everything. Because the moment you close your mind off to, let's say, oh, feminism is the evil and shit, then you're not gonna learn from the other side. And when you polarize yourself to one side to the extent that you can no longer see the other side of the argument, or the other side of whatever whatever you want to learn from, whatever shit, then your personal development, your growth, your intelligence is just gonna plateau there. You're not gonna learn anything new, and that's a big trap right there. So yeah, that's what I think. I think about feminism and all that shit. I see many guys coming in right now. What is up? Well, let me just turn on the light on because I look kind of like a evil Sith Lord. I don't like that. So, all right. It's funny. I'm trying not to stand up because actually, wait one second. Yeah, I'm trying not to stand up because I'm wearing boxers right now. What field do you work in? I work in collections, meaning I work for a third-party customer service company where I call up other companies, and I work for this medical company, a supplier for medication and stuff like that. And we call pharmacies and hospitals and call them like, hey, so you haven't paid us in a few days. I think it's time that you send us your payment information. And I just kind of harass people, and it's very interesting. I really like it. It's this job is sort of like you learn how to be diplomatic. You learn how to communicate. Sort of, yeah, you're being assertive, but without being too aggressive. So it's sort of like this constant calibration and back and forth of being nice, but also being very assertive and knowing when to, use sort of sort of power tactics to get the money sent to you. So I think I think the job suits my temperament and sort of my personality. yeah, it's a pretty decent job, but I want to get something better. I think I get better than this. Hey yo, Jay Vansky. Oh, what the yo, my light just keeps falling off. Okay, shit. I got to go. Thanks again. Thanks, Jiminy, for tuning in. Thanks for contributing. Very nice of you. Sounds educated. Thanks. Subscribe. You are the realest person I know. Most definitely be back. Notification bell on top. To keep up the positivity. Thanks. Our extra praise. Thanks a lot. What a name, man. Holy shit. Did you paint your mask black? I have a similar one, but white. Awesome. Yeah, it's the V for Vendetta mask, and I just spray painted it black. But the problem with spray painting is that, it smells like shit at the beginning, and you feel like you're suffocating. But yeah, other than that, yeah, it's the same mask. I need to get a mask like that. Get it, yo! If you get a mask like that, get a V for Vendetta mask, spray painted black. Send me a picture, and I'll give you a shout out or whatever. I think that would be sick. Will you take $10 million, but a random person dies, or save a random person but don't get $10 million? Do I get to choose a random person? That is a very interesting question. That is very interesting. If it's a random person, like just on the street that just gets a heart attack and dies, I don't know about that. But if it's, let's say, man, that's a hard question. I honestly don't know. Because if it'd be like, if I could choose that person, then obviously I'd take the 10 million. But since it's random, I don't know. Because if I could choose that person to die, I'd just choose like the most evil person on earth right now. Yeah, but yeah, if it's random, I don't know. Good question, though. Really good question. Extravis, how do you feel when you're trying to pick a woman to hook up? Are you mostly being yourself or trying to fit in a form that you imagine women would interest? How's your game? I'm mostly trying to be myself, obviously. I'd say I'm being like 99% myself and 1% trying something new and different, because, those people are like, just be yourself 100%. Yes, but that is very good. But if you want to progress, you got to sort of like push 1% beyond what you've already been doing for, if you want to progress. So that's what I've been trying to do recently. And how's my game? My game is like intermediate, man. Like my game isn't that advanced. My game isn't that spectacular. What you see on video is just like, I call it picking up girls. You know why? Because it's just marketing and SEO. It's like people are gonna look up for that shit. But the truth is, like most of my videos, you know what I do? I just go to a girl, I say hello, I like give her a high five, and it's like a 30-second interaction, and then I take all those 30 seconds and I cut them to like 2 seconds each, and I do a 3-minute video, and that's my video. And people are like, yo, you're so good at pickup. It's like, yeah, sometimes. Yeah, once in a while I kiss a girl, make out with a girl, even bring her home, even have sex with her in the porta potty or whatever. But no, it's my game is okay. I don't think it's that magnificent. I think all of you guys can do it, and the only difference with me is that I've just talked to so many more girls than all of you guys combined in this chat, probably. So that's the only difference. I'm not even kidding. If you're more interested about game, by the way, I'm not affiliated with that guy, but I really, really like his content. This guy's named Johnny Verba. I'm gonna type it down. Okay, Johnny Verba. Okay, this guy, he doesn't have the best game ever. Like you see some of his footage, like one of his videos, like ugly guy gets rejected 22 times, gets one number. I saw that video, and I'm like, okay, well, this guy isn't like the best guy in the world, but he gets results. He gets the life that he wants. He gets the fulfillment that he wants. Why? Just because he was courageous enough to do it enough times, right? So, back to the topic of the video. We talk a lot about intelligence, theory and shit like that. But beyond that, if you just have the life experience, and then Johnny Burbank developed the wisdom that if you just have enough experience, if you just go out enough, you'll get results, in whatever in whatever area of life, by the way. Like, you want to get results, and let's say you want to be really good at basketball, just dribble the freaking ball like 4 hours per day and shoot 4 hours per day, and you'll get like world class. Whatever, like it's simple, but it's not easy. So yeah, that's how my game is. Yeah. So for all you guys who will, like all of you PUAs or whatever guys that like the pickup stuff, here's why. Man, let's make a nameless clan and do meetups. Yo, that's a good idea, man. We should do that. And then we all just like wear a black mask and just walk around the city, scare a bunch of people. I think that would be fucking awesome, man. Like anonymous, but instead of anonymous, it's nameless. And instead of hacking governments' websites and stuff like that, we just walk around and talk about personal development and sneak in festivals. Yeah, that would be a dream. Anyways. Society about intelligence. Oh, we need a Discord. Yeah. Yo, dude, that's smart. I gotta write this down. I gotta start a Discord. Well, I'll write it on my whiteboard actually. What the fuck? Start Discord. Just so I kind of remember. My whiteboard's been white for so long now. That's a good idea. So then you guys can talk to each other and stuff like that. The black mask can be your thing. I need to sleep. Yeah, it is pretty late. I do stream pretty late because the night is my refuge. Whoa. What do you think about cheating with a girl? The feeling of being faithful. Cheating with a girl. You mean cheating with her, or like you mean cheating to cheating to the girl? No, don't cheat. I think you can have honest communication with the other person, so then you know what expectations to have with each other. Like sort of expectations of if you want to talk to other people, make it an open relationship. Make it like straight from the beginning. Hey, you know what? This is how it's gonna be, and this is how we're gonna do it. I don't think we should ever need to cheat. Ever need to. Even in a friendship, dude, like even with friends, you should never have to, let's say, purposely lie to a friend, ever. I think the only place you should be able to lie, for example, should be, let's say, either job interview or where else? If someone's trying to scam you or whatever, or you're dealing with some manipulative opponents wherever you are in the business / political world, or and obviously this is an extremely nuanced point, so please don't take my word literally there, but no, I don't think you should ever, like, the times when you should lie are very rare. It's very rare that you should have to lie, I think, in your life. Yeah, there's some times when you could, but no, I don't think it's a wise choice to make. Do not cheat. Just break up with her before. Yeah, you could do that. What if I just got in and learned so much in Leiden? Awesome. Just awesome. That's just awesome. That's awesome. Just because I've been cheated on before. Oh yeah. Being cheated on probably is a horrible feeling. Never happened to me, by the way. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe it happened and I didn't know, but yeah, it must be a horrible feeling. And the feeling being like wronged. It's a horrible feeling. Were you popular in school? No, I wasn't. You know where I was in school? It's very interesting because in high school I started off like 7th grade. Is it 7th grade? Yeah. Anyways, 8th grade, whatever. And I was part of the nerd clique for like the first 1 to 2 weeks of school. And then I realized after the first 1 to 2 weeks of school that I was starting to get bullied from hanging out with the nerds. We were like 3-4 guys. And since then, I'm like, you know what? I'm getting bullied for hanging out with the nerds. I'm going to get the fuck out of that social circle. I'm gonna try to meet other guys. So then I sort of went one level up, and I met like some, some sort of cooler guys in my program, and they were like, I like graduated from nerd to like the average clique. I was never really popular. I just kind of graduated to like average-ish, maybe slightly below average at some point, and like sort of nerdy, but like the cool nerdy. Not like the nerd, but like the cool nerd. Like the guys that were just intelligent, and that even the not necessarily intelligent, but just also like school smart. Like the little school smart kids that always gets A+ grades. I was in that clique. So then the popular kids were asking us advice for homework and stuff. So we weren't like we had value to offer, just because we were I guess smart kids. So then the popular kids would come up to us once in a while, and talk to us, and the nerds would also talk to us, and we were sort of like in the middle. But I was never ever really popular in high school, I think. uh Man, I'd have to do a video on like my entire high school journey. I think it'd be really interesting. If you guys want to hear about it, let me know. Sort of like how I rose up the social ladder and stuff like that. I think it'd be very interesting. Uh, because I know many of you guys, not many, but some of you guys are still sort of like in your high school years or your college years. So that might be relevant to you. If you want to hear about it, let me know. And no, I was never really popular, and I don't think being popular should be something that you strive towards. I think what you should strive towards is your personal growth, your personal development. And any of you guys that are, if you're in college right now, university even, or high school, yes, you want to develop your social skills, but don't develop your social skills uh, while letting go of your personal development entirely, and getting in trouble and shit like that. Yeah, you can get in trouble a little bit, just so you live your life, I guess. But eventually you want to mature from that, and move away from wanting other people's approval and becoming popular. I think it's not eventually it's a losing game, because even if you become popular, then you end school, and you're not popular anymore. So your sense of validation is gone, and then you're always gonna keep looking for that sense of validation anywhere you go in life. So at your job you try to be popular, and then on Instagram you try to be popular, and then you go to nightclubs at like in your late 20s and late 30s, because you still want to like have this high of high school, but it's over. Once you're done school, it's over. Like start your life and shit. You know what I mean? So yeah, this is my tip. And yeah, my roommate just came in, but no worries. Let my ass off. I know about that. Nameless. Lol, lol, lol. I got rejected by 8 Polish girls till I danced with a cute one. That's awesome. Well, like the success ratio of like the average guy think like, hey, if it takes you, let's say you're gonna talk to 10 girls, so then one girl is mildly interested in you, then that's totally fine. I don't see anything wrong with that. uh and by the way, many guys that are actually trying to coach this stuff, this seduction stuff on the internet, they have the same success ratio as you. The difference is that they just gone out a lot more, and they had a cameraman follow them for 4 hours per day. And then in those 4 hours, they only cut down, let's say, that 1 minute segment and put it on YouTube. Right? So that's a reality. Doesn't mean that they're better. Doesn't mean that they're more advanced. They just film themselves. They just look at what they did right or wrong, and they just did it over and over again and shit like that. So yeah. Been cheating on too, but I'm interested in nameless POV. Hell yeah, nameless POV. Are you gonna sneak into more music festivals like Tomorrowland? I made a video about why I stopped sneaking in music festivals, and no, I don't think I'll sneak in festivals again anytime soon. Maybe in the future, but the reason why I stopped sneaking in is because, well, do I want to be this brand that just encourages teenagers and people, to just do illegal shit? yeah, it's part of your, I guess, it's part of growing up, you know, you do like stupid shit and learn from it, which is what I've learned from. But eventually, you know, like if I gotta sneak in festivals every single year, what does that say about my financial situation? It's not sort of like this sort of this problem. It can become a problem of integrity where now you just kind of let yourself go and you don't really work on yourself really hard, and you're just like, hey, you know what? Yeah, yeah, this is just kind of my life, and this is how it is, and I don't have much money. I'm just gonna sneak in. No, it's you know, at some point we gotta get our life handled. So that's why by paying my way to every festival, I'm keeping myself accountable. I'm like motivating myself to make even more money, you know, to turn into something professional, not just this kid on the internet that, you know, does illegal shit. So yeah, I don't do anything unless if someone forced me to do that. What do you call that, please? This is called a lack of self-discipline, a sort of lack of self-governance, inability to govern yourself, inability to uh, know where you want to go in life. And I actually have a friend that's a little like that. He's in the army, and he's extremely disciplined at the army. But as soon as he gets back home, like has zero self discipline. In the army. Like he's even like a leader in the army. Like I don't. He's like a chief whatever thing in the army. But when he comes back home, he's like this lazy slug. It's like what the fuck, man. And I told him that. He's like, yeah, I know. I don't know what to do, but that's what it is. It's, you know, there's discipline and self discipline. You need self discipline. Self discipline means the ability to discipline yourself regardless of what other people tell you, what other people expect of you. It's your ability to self motivate. And if you want to get started with that, by the way, check out my life purpose book in the description below. You can get a sneak peek into how to find your life purpose, how to grow yourself. And I think this is really useful for all of you guys. Any of you guys who want to know what to do with your life and you're kind of lost, check out my life purpose book for $3 right now. Okay, if you have $3 right now, if you have money for a freaking cup of coffee every single morning, you have $3 to better your life. So get it right now. All of you guys that are listening to that live stream, no excuse. I mean, literally no excuse. I don't know how else to sell it. It's like, yo, it's super affordable. Just fucking get it. Just fucking get it. What do you think about Dwayne Johnson? Yo, Dwayne Johnson, the Rock, man. He's Rock, man. Very inspiring guy. You know, I was listening to his top 10 rule for success videos, and yeah, he's pretty inspiring guy. I think I really like the Rock. I think he's awesome dude. I need to see more of your vids. Yeah, do it. You play some musical instruments. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. I play this guitar every day, and it's black and big and scary. Like, you know what? No, that's what she said. Ha ha ha. So yeah, I like to play music because music makes me happy, and I think anyone who wants to be happy in life should find some sort of creative outlet to express themselves, whether it's art, music, making POV videos, making YouTube videos, or whatever it is. You should find that outlet. Holy shit, guys, it's been an hour and people are still staying here. People don't want to leave. Holy shit. Usually around like a 40-minute walk, 40-minute mark, people get tired, but now we're still going strong. Holy shit. I don't know how long I can keep going, but okay, I'll give you guys another, let's say 5 minutes or so, and then we'll call it a live stream. So whatever question you have right now, throw them in the comment section right the fuck now, so then I can answer them before I go and wind down and go to sleep and meditate and journal about my life and do all this crazy shit that I want to do. So Luigi Fanboy 666, what's up? You're such an open guy. I love it. Thank you very much. I'm sure well, if you're listening to a guy with a mask on, you know, and you're not thrown off by it, and you're open to that, you must be an open guy too, or open girl too. So yeah, I guess we're in the same boat. I'm guessing you're mid-20s. Yeah, kind of pretty accurate. I probably will reveal my age in a later video, not right now. But yeah, someday I'll do like an extensive video about my life or something, and maybe so you guys can get a sneak peek into my life. I'm sorry, I need to go. My phone is on 50%. That's okay. If you got any questions, leave them below. I'll answer them in the comment section. Might be a wild question, but I have only just tuned in. So if you do meditate, do you base your schedule and methods on the chakra pillars? Unfortunately, I don't know what the chakra pillars are. I've heard of the chakra thing, but no, I've never dived into that. But I might have to look it up because it is interesting. Yes, how your energy flows in different parts of your body. So then, yeah, I'll have to look it up. Hello, fellow person. Hello, Poison TH. What's up, Gone? What are your ways to move on from a past relationship? Oh, well, you know how I moved on from that past relationship? This YouTube channel. If you look at, let's say, like 2014, 2015, my very first few POV montages, the winter, the first winter POV montage is called Nameless ID. You can look it up. I edited it in an entire, like, my previous videos would take me months to make. This one, I made it in only 1 week because I told myself, you know what, I'm so depressed right now. I don't know what to do in my life. So I just immersed myself in my work. And in 1 week, I came up with a pretty cool video at the time. So then I just pour all my energy into that. And this is what I did with my life. This is with a breakup. This is what you should do. Find something that you really love, immerse yourself into it. And that's the best way I recovered. That's the best way I grew. That's the best way I, became better. And obviously, you got to do some, some work on yourself. Like, like process the grief. Go through the different stages of breakup. So, walk in nature, contemplate, journal, stuff like that. Do you have a mentor in life? No, I don't have a mentor. I never had, really. I had a mentor for like 3 weeks, but it was quite a brutal mentor, you could call, like sort of like the dark mentor that was sort of a bit toxic for sure. But I learned a lot from him in the few weeks that he was mentoring me. But I'm still I guess I would still love to have a mentor. I'm looking for some. So no, but at the moment I'm just learning from books, learning from videos, and those are my mentors. Like right now, I could be your virtual mentor right now. Whatever question you ask me while I'm mentoring you right now. So, yeah. I've been best friends with this person for 5 years now, and I would say he's a good friend, but I feel like at times he envies me and tries to bring me down. What should you recommend? Oh, that's a tricky one right here. I'd say address it right away. Address it right away. And tell him, hey, you can be super direct. Like, hey, are you trying to bring me down right now? Are you trying to, like, are you afraid that if I keep going on this path that we won't be friends anymore, or what? Like, you can address it very direct. I always promote being very direct, because the more direct you are, the more time you save. You don't go around in circles and shit. So definitely, if you if you got this problem with that friend, just be upfront from the beginning, and go from there. And obviously, it's you will only know what will be next to do once you address it, And sometimes they're just afraid. They won't. Often your friends from a long time ago. I had a best friend, by the way, that I've known for like my entire life, until I was like 18, 19, 20 years old. We were best friends. And all of a sudden, he stopped talking to me. He stopped calling me. He stopped everything. Why? Because I started learning seduction, got into this pickup community and personal development, and he was not interested in any of that. And he told me things like, yeah, I feel like you've changed, man. I don't know if we can relate anymore, stuff like that. And it was very indirect. He was sort of, he wasn't able to be very direct about it. So he just kind of like, like cut me away slowly but surely, and that's what he did. And it really made me sad for a while. But then afterwards, I realized, you know what? We're just not meant to be friends anymore. That's just how life is. So yeah, 5 years, it might suck. But listen, there's some people that have been friends for like 40 years and then they just cut it off because like the other person is just an alcoholic or whatever. And whatever it is, sometimes you might have to do those changes. You work out? Yes, I work out. Work out 3 times per week, something like that. So yeah. You should do more POV videos. Yes, I will. Do you smoke weed? No, I don't smoke weed, unfortunately. Not really much. Once a year, maybe. So Tyler, thanks for the live stream. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, I'm gonna go wind down now. Also, please check your Twitter. It won't let me DM you, but who did you try to talk business? Okay, I'll message you. I'll message you right now. So, what do you think about gambling? Don't gamble. It's a waste of time. Just work on yourself, earn your money. Hi from USA. What's up? See you guys. So thank you, all of you guys. I'll see you guys in the next live stream. It's every Monday, 7:30 p.m. So thank you guys. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.